Okay, apologies for the little technical problems that we had. We are back online with a brand new streaming link. And Shadab is bowling. That was a wide down the leg side. That was nicely played for a single. Shadab has been a very consistent bowler throughout the season. He has bowled very miserly spells and is pretty accurate. Let's see what he does today. And that's a nice ball, edged by Anil. Grant fields and throws it back to Steve. That's the end of the over. So it's 61 for the loss of 4 wickets after 9 overs. Usually in cricket, 1 wicket quickly brings about another one, and that is what we saw here. Harsha and Dinesh had a really good partnership going. In fact, they had a good partnership in the previous match as well, almost won them the match before both of them got out in quick succession, uh, leaving Titans with a tricky chase in the last couple of overs. Here too, Harsha was run out by an excellent throw, and that was almost immediately followed by Dinesh hitting out. That was a good shot by Nandu, fielded right at the boundary for a couple of runs. Abhilash is bowling. Abhilash also has been consistently a good bowler for the HCC. He's a tricky bowler. On the surface, it might seem that he bowls easy balls, but he has a faster ball that he bowls pretty well, conceals it well. It's difficult to get him away. Nicely driven by Nandu. Too long off. Zishan fields. Another single. That loss of 2 quick wickets has really hurt Titans. They are now struggling a bit. They were going very smoothly at one time. Harsha and Dinesh were looking to continue with the partnership they had in the earlier game. But that is what a nice piece of fielding can do. Suddenly the match has turned again, slightly in favor of HCC, I would say. However, it's still anybody's game. And that's a beautiful ball by Abhi. Cleans up a nail.
Abhi, known for his straight and accurate bowling, guns one right on the stumps and Anil is beaten. Knocks off his middle stump. Walking back in disappointment, Anil had no clue of that ball. It was just fast ball on the stump. Missed it completely. Uh, Satya now walks in. Nandu is having a animated conversation with him, telling him to just stay, give him company, as only 80 more are required of I think 10.3. So I don't think run rate is an issue here. 60 balls, 80 runs is very gettable. But the problem is wickets. Titans have lost 5 wickets, and that puts a lot of pressure in the batsmen that are now going in. Nandu, despite a bad shoulder, is still able to play. And Abhi guns one. Again back on the stumps and is nicely defended by Satya. So 3 years ago, when in 2017, when NSCA actually won against St. John's, Newfoundland, in St. John's, Newfoundland, in the Eastern T20 Champions, the a game against Newfoundland, Nova Scotia was 110 for the loss of 8 wickets and needing 80 runs in 8 overs. When Satya and Arun made a comeback and we chased that score, it was a game to remember for all. Satya was involved in that chase. Arun and Satya ran runs off every ball, and they they made sure that Nova Scotia won that game, and then we ended up winning the championship. So Satya is capable of batting. He actually opened against East Coast yesterday. Today he's batting fourth down or fifth down, but he's definitely capable of batting. He has to bat through Shadab, who's very smart bowler, and he sneaks in a single there. Shadab is saying, "Why is there no backup fielder?" That brings Nandu back in strike, and Shinoj Paul bringing his experience from India and saying, asking the Titans contingent to cheer up and continue, talk to the team. And Nandu drives one beautifully to Fahim, who stops the ball, and that was hit powerfully. But you can see the pain in Nandu's shoulder after he plays the shot. Shadab trying to clean the ball. Back in the action there. Bowls a short one, and Nandu just smokes one right to Sagar, who actually misfields and is a boundary. That is a show of great sportsman spirit there by Sagar.
Shut up to continue. That's nicely played to long on for a single.
Oh yeah. Oh no. How did you tell? Hmm. Oh no. Are you okay, mommy?
That's the end of the over. Titans are 71 for 5 after 11 overs. They are still in the hunt. Their run rate is still around hovering around 6.5 and over,
Oh no.
which is pretty decent. However, they have lost 5 wickets. It's quickly becoming a bit tight. However,
Very good
Nando is
decision
still
by you
there.
guys. Okay.
Abhilash to
Everything is
continue.
fine, but I'm watching the finals, right? They're going on. I'll watch them and then come, okay?
And that's a nice single again, late to mid off.
Don't know, Rani. Another hour, at least wait. Hmm? Okay,
Nando
beta.
is playing very intelligently right now.
Nothing, beta. I'm full right now. I ate already lots. I think I'm good. I'm good, beta. Don't
Run
worry
rate
about it.
wise, Titans are still doing pretty well.
I'll, okay, bye, beta. What are you guys
A
eating?
few good overs from Cannons, however, can quickly change it.
Oh,
In
no,
T20, you play out a few good overs.
Uncle T20.
You give away a few runs in a couple of overs, and the run rate suddenly mounts to 8 or 9.
Okay, beta, bye.
And then you go for your shots, and that is where you might lose wickets. That's a nicely played shot towards the boundary. Fahim runs around to his left, picks it up, and the batsmen complete a double. So at the end of 11.3 overs, it's 74.5. 74 for 5. It's the wickets that the Titans need to worry about a little. I don't believe they have a lot of batsmen left behind in the dugout. So this partnership is crucial. A full toss by Abhilash, played straight down the ground by Nandu for another single. Looks like Titans are not looking to take many risks right at this time. They're biding their time. Abhi's bowling well. Nice ball, however, that was slightly on the leg stump, and that was flicked away for another easy double. So end of the 12th over. Titans are 78 for 5. So after 12 overs, Titans are 78. Uh, that's about 6.5 runs an over. They need 7 an over to win. They needed 7 an over to win at the start. Now with 8 overs remaining, they need to score another 60 to 61 runs to win. That's a run rate of 7.5. Still very manageable. They just need to make sure they keep wickets at hand. And that's nice batting by Wema. Nandu, sorry. So Nandu again taking a single off the first ball. Shadab continues. We apologize for the technical difficulty we had earlier, due to which we had to change the link once more. Shadab is a clever bowler. He bowls really well. He varies his pace. He varies his pace very well. That was a good single. Not taking many risks off the bowling of Shadab. Nandu is facing again. Nicely played. Too long on for a single. That seems to be Titan's strategy. They want to take it closer, maybe to the 15th or 16th over. And in the meanwhile, they will also see off Shadab's bowling, who is pretty accurate. He bowls a really good Yorker. He often bowls a couple of overs at the end. Has been very miserly this season. Nicely played by Satya. What they do need about 7.5 runs an over. About 7.5 runs an over from this point onwards. Satya comes down the wicket, plays it long on for a single, and that's a good over from Shadab. End of the over, it's 82 for 5 at the end of 13 overs. So another 7 overs remaining, 57 to get in 7 overs. So that's just a little over 8 runs an over. Still very gettable if we have another little partnership between these two. Here's the batting scorecard that you will see on your screens. Good batting by some players, but somehow they need a longer partnership right now. So Zishan now comes into ball. Another clever bowler. So HCC has a really nice bowling lineup. They have some good bowlers in their mix. Zishan is another one who bats as well as bowls his tidy little off spins. From a very small start, he comes in and that's edged just behind the keeper. So So these are really tricky catches. It doesn't really count as a catch because it was a thick edge. If a slip was there, it would have gobbled it up. But at the 13th or 14th over, we normally never see a slip in T20s. And Satya loses his bat during the run, and Matt Webb hands him back his bat. Good bowling by Zishan so far. Yeah. This is turning out to be another close, and he hits it straight to Fahim. Takes a good catch and kicks the ball away. That might have hurt. Satya is gone after being circumspect for quite a few overs. He finally decides to hit out, but he can only manage to hit it as far as Fahim, who takes a good catch. And that's another big wicket for HCC, who move that much closer to their potentially their first win in the best of three finals. However, the match is still not done. A lot of time left, a lot of overs left, and we see Genu going in. Now we all know Genu is a very powerful hitter of the ball. If he gets his bat anywhere near the ball will surely fly away. Let's see how he plays Zishan. So Zishan varies his pace a lot. He balls slower balls and mixes them with quite a faster ones. And that is where the batsmen have to be careful while playing him. They need to get the timing right to be able to hit him far. Gino, however, if he gets his bat anywhere near Zishan's ball, we would see it flying away. So that's a crucial time for both teams. If Gino manages to hit a few, Titans will again have an upper hand in the match. But if Zishan can keep his cool and ball some good balls, let's see. Here goes the first one, and Gino swings it, but nowhere near the ball. That was nicely balled by Zishan outside the off stump, out of the hitting range of Gino. And again the same ball, same shot, missed by the keeper this time, and given as a bye, so there was no edge. It just felt like there might have been an edge, but the bat was nowhere near the ball. That was a wild slash by Gino, so Gino making his intentions clear. He wants to see every ball flying out of the park. Nicely played by Nandu, and very tight bowling by Zishan. An excellent over, which he took the wicket of Satya. Very important wicket, 6 down for 85. So it's over to Amit.
Ladies and gents, we have an exciting chase in the offing here. We have Genu, who is a very rare batting batsman here. A thing with Genu is we call him a gentle giant, and the reason for that is, you know how a right-hander batter, would hold his bat, the left hand, which is your top hand, and your right hand is your bottom hand. Genu actually does the other way around. It's a unique style of batting, but he's a hard hitter. And when he smokes it, the ball actually normally goes out of the boundary. He has so much strength on his shoulders that the ball, when it touches his bat, is out of the ground. Unfortunately, Shadab is also a very smart bowler. He knows the zone where to bowl at. Shadab is actually part of our HP squad as well, and he knows his lengths that which are not to be bowled to Genu. There is one ball that will be pitched up, and it's gonna go out of the ground. I can tell you that. And that ball is edged and goes to the square leg, which Z fields and throws it back. That was a close call there, but a very, very good Yorker by Shadab. Nandu is back there on strike. Nandu is a big wicket there for Cannons. If they take Nandu's wicket, they can safely say the game is in their hands. But till Nandu is there, huge appeal for LBW turned away by Kiran, and umpire basically walking back, Shadab asking what was wrong there, and he indicated the ball going towards the leg stump. So very, very good umpiring here by Kiran. Kiran and Neil, two of our most experienced umpires in the league. Shadab's back in there. Nandu still full focused. And he goes big and smokes it out of the ground. That ball goes on the path, the running path right before the street, and is a massive six to Shadab. Oh my boy. That ball had to be fetched from the street. It was a huge six. Hey Reezy, good to see you online there, buddy. And thanks for the message there that there's no, and he hits it straight down and nicely fielded by Abhi, who actually gives it back, and it's only a single, and that brings Genu in strike with last ball with a six already hit. Genu just needs to play this ball out and not hit, but Genu plays his way. He only knows one way to swing the bat and to not stop the ball. But that was again a close call. Few smiles around there, including Webby. Actually, he's going and sledging Genu there. That's a good old ploy there by our Webby, putting pressure on Genu. This game is very nicely poised there, boys, ladies, and gentlemen. We have 47 needed of last five, I think. Is it? So sorry, 49 needed in five. So almost 10 runs and over. Z is back with Nandu, who actually slices it up there, and the ball is running towards the boundary and just stops before. Glenn runs, fields it, throws it back. That's an easy double there. So this over is off to a good start. Players are shouting to Nandu, asking him to take it easy. He is a vital, vital player here for Titans. If any they have any chance of chasing this, Nandu has to bat through. Nandu goes big! Outside off and smokes one out of the ground. Over covers for a maximum. Oh my god. What a shot that was. A shot by a class player, dancing down the wicket and hitting him over the covers for a huge six. Nandu is now of 32 of 21 balls, playing like a champ. This is his season. He continues to dominate. Oh, that was a close call there. Ball outside off. He tried to cut and missed. And Z is back to bowl again. So with that, 41 required. Next ball. Oh, hits it in the cover, and that players are shouting for two, but Nandu is not interested. And I don't think Genu was gonna run the second one anyway. So with that brings Genu in strike. This will be an interesting ball here. If if Genu can get a six out of here, that'll be big pressure on Cannons. Oh, and that was a good length ball. Nothing is being pitched up to Genu. We all know Genu, what he can do if the ball is pitched up. So Cannons is bowling smart there. They're bowling short. They're not giving him any room, and Genu is not able to slice or hit anything. So that brings it the total down to 106, 102 in 16 overs after the loss of 6 wickets. Titans now need 40 runs of 4 overs. But here's the thing, we also have Daksh coming back into the attack. Daksh, one of our premier bowlers for NSCA and Cannons, is back in the attack. He still has 2 overs to go. It will be very, very crucial how Titans play Daksh. That is going to decide the fate of these finals. It will depend on how they play Daksh and his 2 overs now. The game is really, really well set, and I'm now standing up and commentating. Just the excitement is getting over on me as well. Ducks back on strike. Nandu facing. Oh my God! This is why we came here to see the finals. This was this was a contest we were all waiting for. Ducks against Nandu. 40 needed in 4. What a contest this is gonna be. Here goes Ducks. First ball, short ball, and Nandu hits it straight up in the air. And there is no fielder. Daksh actually chases that down to square leg, and it's only a single. Oh my boy. Nandu is holding his shoulder in pain and in despair, and umpire is basically signaling to the Titans contingent to come and check on Nandu. He absolutely is in a lot of pain. And Daksh, his good teammate from the provincials, telling him that he shouldn't be batting, but Nandu continues to bat. Here's the batting scorecard for you guys. Um, Showing it live. So right now, as you can see, Tyrants there, they were off to a slow start. A big run out of Hardeep, and then Akash getting out. Uh, no, none of the batsmen were able to stay, but Nandu came, and he's still around. Now Daksh will be bowling to Jinu. This will be another interesting battle here. Daksh is a smart bowler. And Genu smokes one in the covers for boundary. Oh my goodness. What just happened here? That ball was like a trace of bullet. A trace of bullet in the cover right next to Andrew, who didn't even want it to touch that ball. And it went on the boundary. Abhi ran hard but couldn't stop. That makes this chase so exciting. Ducks back again to Genu. Balls up and he smokes one again. But this one is not hit that hard. Only goes to the boundary for a single. Thanks for your comments on the chat there. Appreciate the commentary. Obviously, we got to bring our passion into the game, whether you're playing or whether you're watching. This game has given us a lot, and we owe a lot to the game. So that's a beautiful punch on the cover, and oh, Nandu takes a double there. Glenn holding his shoulder, and that actually takes the score over to 110 for 6 in 16.4. So 32 required in 20 balls. Oh my God. Is this the final or what of HCL that we were all waiting for? Everybody chewing their nails here. Everybody nervous. And inside edge goes behind Steve. Glenn goes and chases that. Only a single. Some smiles around between the provincial players, Nandu and Daksh. They're best friends outside the field, but in the field, everything goes. Great sportsman spirit shown there. The last ball of the over to Genu. He bowls a faster one and he's completely beaten. That was a fast ball. And with that, we now have last 3 overs of the game. 31 required in last 3. The music going, the Cannons contingent dancing there, still enjoying their Div 2 victory here. There's a party atmosphere here at the Commons, and I can see some Avengers players there right behind me, waving to us and saying that it wasn't their season this year, but I'm sure they'll I'm sure they'll come back hard next year. Provincial captain Anthony there has a smile on there. That's what we'd like to see. He led the team to the Maritime Cup championships this year, and he's eager and ready to go for the next year. Everybody sitting tight here, sitting close, waiting for the next over, which Zishan's got the ball in his hand. So 31 required of 18. First ball is short, outside off, and Neil signals is a white. So 30 now required of 18. Nandu continues to hold his shoulder. He seems to be in a lot of pain and is really, really showing a lot of pain. And apparently, he's nursing a big shoulder injury here. Next ball is short again and missed. And Steve tries to stump, but Nandu never left the crease. This is going to be a very hard challenge for Nandu, especially with him being in so much pain. Titans Z is bowling smart here. He's giving him width, he's making him stretch so that he's able to stretch and still hit. This game is going down to the wire, boys. Another exciting game in Halifax Cricket League, Division 1. This is the final. This is what we play for, the big Division 1 Cup, and we're bringing you live here from the Commons. Some fielding changes done there since another Nandu hits a six. Goes straight and hits a big six over Daksh. Oh my goodness. And there's Bhangra going on here with Sri, the team manager and one of the club founders of Titans. He starts a Bhangra. And this is unbelievable cricket by Nandu. He's showing why he's a class player and he's showing why he's the player. And he taps it down there. Look at the intent there from all the players. They're running and chasing every ball. And that brings Genu back in the strike. And Genu here. Oh, and he hits it straight out of the park. That is a huge six. And is one of the largest sixes in last 2 days we saw. That ball freaking went to the baseball diamond on the other part of the commons. Oh my god. The power of this gentle giant Genu is incredible. That's why we call him a gentle giant. He is incredible power, this guy. And next ball, he goes and misses it outside off. And Nandu is telling him to just tap for a single, but that's not what Genu does. Genu does what he does right, is just smokes. And next ball is out of the pitch and is a no ball. Couple of sixes have plastered Z now, who is all over the place and doesn't know where to bowl. Wow, wow, wow. What a game we have in our hands. Yes, we have a Z coming back there, bowling his fourth ball. Bowls it up! And that's taken by Shadab in covers there. Hey, before the catch was taken, he was. Anyway, sorry. That was taken by Shadab there, and Genu's walking back. Oh my goodness. Lot of cheer from Cannons there on a wicket, and oh my goodness. Genu was hitting sixes, but he was also giving dot balls, so it was good to see him back. I'm sure Cannons is happy. Oh, the score's not updating? Party atmosphere here. Daksh is back. I think. कितना चाहिए? So 16 more required of 2 overs. Is this gonna be neither Titans victory here, boys? The way Nandu is batting, it can only be one way. But you never know with Ducks. One wicket here and the game is switched. We got a game in our hands here, boys. 16 required of 12 balls. And we got Sandeep on strike there against Draksh. Sandeep Gola, who's capable of hitting the big ones as well. Daksh bowls a beautiful ball, and Sandeep Gola hits one out of the park. That is a huge six. I just said Sandeep's capable of hitting sixes.
Oh my god. This ball went over our head all the way up to the street. This is incredible cricket by Titans. What a comeback. What a comeback here. These are incredible scenes here. Titans are pulling off something which is only a miracle in this. An absolute amazing chase. Now he taps it one for a single. Grant misfields and gives the single away. You can see the frustration in Cannon's contingent, but with this, only 9 to win in 10 balls. Next ball, Daksh bowls a over pitch ball which Nandu drives to the cover, and that's an easy single. This is such a smart cricket by Titans. Titans are having an absolutely incredible season, boys. After winning the Dev Cup, they won the Division 2 and they're on their way to win the Div 1 first final as well. The game is not over yet. It's not over till it's over, boys. So still have to wait, but with 8 to go, you would say the huge favors are in favor of Titans. And Gola now taps it to the point just for a single. Oh, Nandu tries to sneak in another run, but it wasn't there to be. So with that, only 7 required of 8 balls. Still 2 balls to go in this over. What a game we got in our hand. And Nandu smokes one and beyond misfields. The ball's going towards the boundary. Oh my goodness. What a misfield that is. And they ran 2. Oh my goodness. That was a misfield. Will that misfield cost them the game? You never know. Oh my goodness. Titans is right in the boundary here. They are all ready and pumped. Nandu again gives one now. Oh, good fielding there by Grant. Whoa, he overthrows it, but safe is a backup there. So we have come down to the last freaking over of the game with 5 runs required. Oh my god. 12 games in Division 1, 3 40 over games, and 9 T20 games. First Division 1 final against Cannons and Tyrants, and it has come down to the last over, boys. This is incredible cricket here in display. I don't have words. I don't have words here to say how pumped we are here to watch this quality cricket. So last over, Abhi is the bowler. Sandeep Gola is on strike. Will he hit a Gola 6 and finish it for Titans? Will it be Abhi? We'll have to wait and see. We have seen 4 exciting games this weekend, and there there are no more goosebumps left in my body anymore. Nail biting finishes back to back. What a game we have. Webby setting his field up. Sagar running from square leg to cover the cover region, or he's asking where he's supposed to go. Looks like he's going to deep cover there, or deep point, sorry. Zishan's covering deep cover. Grant is in mid off there. Daksh is long on. And there goes Avi and he misses it. It's a dot ball. That's a fantastic ball. Outside off. First ball is a dot ball. Oh my goodness. 5 of 5 required. Balls pitch up and he missed it. Only a single, but that's a good sign for Titans because that brings Nandu to strike. One boundary away from Titans taking the first finals. They are one boundary, 4 runs away from taking the first final in Halifax Cricket League Div 1 finals, boys. What a game we got in our hands here. It has come down to the last freaking overs. 4 balls left, 4 to go. Abhi to Nanda, who hit the six, and the game is won by Titans. Oh my goodness. Nandu, what a player! What a player, Nandu! He finished it for Titans with a broken shoulder. And that is also Nandu's 50. Oh my goodness, what an innings we have seen here from a player who is super class. Nandu dominated the provincials. He's been dominating the entire season in the league. and now has shown his class on why he's a player who we call it a gun player. Oh my goodness. That was a straight six and finishing the game up for Titans, who have had a dream weekend. An absolute dream weekend with back to back victories, winning two semifinals, making it to two finals, and then winning the first final and the best of three, first final of the three. We couldn't have been more proud of the effort that they put, and what a comeback. What a season they are having. As I said earlier, Devnaran Cup champions, followed up with a sort of an average season, making it into the semifinals, beating East Coast in semifinals in a close game, and now winning two finals. Absolute dream weekend for Titans there, who have snatched the first of the three finals from Cannons, and with that last six, Nandu is now, as you can see, the scorecard 53 not out of 33 balls. What a knock! What a knock from a player who literally was advised by the doctor to not even move. He takes painkillers and comes in and plays the game, scores a magical 50, uh, scores the magical 50 and wins it for Titans. We're gonna shortly have an interview here, guys. We want to see Titans celebrating, but we also want Nandu here for an interview. If we can please have Nandu here for an interview. So we'll have Nandu here, who we have live here. Shri is Shri and I screaming 4 out of 4. What a weekend they have had. So Nandu, oh my God,
Yeah, Dada.
what did you just do there?
I don't know, like everyone, team supported in the last. Like I just went to for good balls. I just played singles in the starting. I was there. I know they'll give loose balls. Other bowlers, Daksh was bowling well. We didn't hit him much well, but other bowlers we went on them and then we scored every two or three. Gino did it, and then Sandeep also helped me a lot in the last. So that's it.
What a season you're having, man. Provincial champion. You were the best player in the provincials. You won the Deo Cup. And now, with a broken shoulder, you single handedly won the first finals for the team. What do you have to say for that? What is the reason for such a good form this year?
I guess mindset. Last year, I was in the game. Like first year, I didn't play much in the batting, but last year I was in the batting, and then this year it's just the mind. I was being more mature. I was playing the balls which were good balls. I was respecting them and then playing till the end. That's it. And then responsibility, right? I am the captain, so the responsibility also helped me, so that I have to win the team. And then even as a team player, I would do that, but as a captain, it will be more responsibility. So that's where I am more successful now, I guess. But it's more to improve for me as well.
No, no. If there's more to improve for you, I mean, there's lots for others to do. But you're having a one hell of a season. I don't keep you for long. Go and celebrate with your team. You guys are off to a fantastic start in the finals, winning the first and four victories back to back. That trophy is not too far for the Div1 as well. That will be a record in HCL if you win the Div1. No team has ever won all three cups in a year. Many teams have won two. So that'll be a record, and we'll hoping you're able to do that. Um,
Thank you, Dada.
but congrats, well done,
Thank you,
and we
Dada.
look forward to seeing you again next finals.
Sure, Dada. Thank you.
Yeah, and we will now have Daksh Talwar here, who was another player who scored a 50. We're gonna have a quick interview from Daksh as well. We're gonna bring in his feedback, and we're gonna know what happened wrong there, and how did Titan slipped away from that game, which was in their hands. Sorry, the mic we have is not wireless, so Daksh is walking in here. We're gonna hear from him soon on what his thoughts were on the game. Remember, Duck scored a brilliant 50 today, but unfortunately couldn't save his team today. So hey, Ducks, hard luck, and sorry to see you guys losing a game that was in your control, but splendid inning by Nandu. I mean, he's what he is. He's been batting amazing, and but good 50, good knock. So, do you want to talk about your batting first, and then we'll come back to bowling?
Um, it was hard. I mean, they bowled really well. They kept the line in length really tight. It was hard to start with, and we just kept losing wickets on the other side. So I couldn't just go for it. But hopefully we'll come back strong next time. Kudos to them. They bowled really well and they batted really well, and they come back really strong. So that's good.
Absolutely. And you know what? 140 is a decent score because we have seen some low scores in the game, and game went right down to the wire. Cannons didn't chase it well. But what went wrong in the bowling? I thought you guys were bowling really well, and you had them contained.
Um, Honestly, I think our fielding kind of let us down a little bit. But once when the fielding picks up, that motivates all the bowlers and everything. And then they just played good shots. They just hit the balls that were there to hit, and then they didn't hesitate and they took them away. So
Yeah, tough luck. I know Cannons will come back next week. We look forward to that. But tell us about what the think tank was when there was pressure situation, when they needed 60 of 60 balls. Then it came down to 40 of 40 balls and wickets losing at one end. They lost 6 wickets or 7 wickets, I think, right? So what was the think tank? What was the talk? I saw you running to Webby a few times. Fahim also running in, Andrew running in. What was the discussion like?
In between when they were taking singles, doubles, we just wanted to slow the run rate down. So we wanted to bring our spinners in, which they did their jobs. They took their wickets down, and then, but we just couldn't take Nandu out. And the talk till the end was just keep the tight, keep getting the dots, and keep bowling darts. And then when Genu came, that was the same concept, just not let the ball go under his bat, and but he batted well. He picked the balls that were even not under his bat, and he hit them outside the ground.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and finally, a last question I'll ask you. What do you have to say about Nandu in general and the season that he's having as more as a coach? And then lastly, I want to see like what your take is on him playing a game for his team. Obviously, you know, irrespective of the injury, what are your thoughts on that? Like,
I want to just say hats off to the guy. He had an injury, shoulder injury, you could really see throughout the game, and he batted brilliantly, captained brilliantly. Throughout the season, he's been the backbone of their batting, and then you can see with his runs that he has scored this year, he's probably, if not, is probably on the top of the leaderboard right now. And hats off to him. Very well batsman. As a coach, he's been amazing. He's one of our best batsmen in our provincial team as well. So I got nothing else to say for him.
yeah. Okay. Thank you very much,
Thank
Dutch.
you.
Hard luck,
Yep.
and we look forward to Cannings
Thank you,
coming
guys.
back strong next year. So I think with that we will uh, we will likely end the stream. Thank you for your viewership, guys, and appreciate all the support. Thanks for all the collaboration to the streaming team here as well. We'll bring you this game live again next Saturday, right at 12 o'clock. This will be streamed live again, so we look forward to seeing you then. Sorry, the game will actually be at 11 or 11:30 next Saturday. It's a Thanksgiving weekend, so we have two exciting finals hopefully in store for you. Um and we will see you then. Take care. See ya. Bye bye.